My story starts in 1979. Born to two parents, military family, married young. One was African American, one was Caucasian. And during that time, it was just a difficult time to be born different. Now, it's so normal to see biracial children walking around, but back then, it just was not a common thing. My father's mother took me in. At 4 months old, they kind of dropped me off because there were so many issues with the family. My grandmother, my biological father's mother, she opened her doors to me and she welcomed me with open arms. She's always been my mom. She was the backbone of the family. She's African American. And my skin tone is very, very light. And that was very difficult. There were times where I was ridiculed and made fun of and talked about, and it was just difficult as a child. I can remember being called things like zebra or Oreo. So that's always been a challenge for me. And my mom, she always told me every single day, you've got to have faith, Nikki. You've got to have confidence. Faith in God, confidence in yourself. I remember going to school and it was photo day. It was picture day. And everybody's supposed to be excited about picture day. And I actually snuck makeup to school that day because I wanted to be darker. That was the neighborhood I was growing in. That was the family that I was being raised with. And I wanted to make myself darker. And I did. And I came back out to take the picture, and my fourth grade teacher, Ms. Davis Ellerby, I'll never forget her, she said, "You're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't have to change for anybody." She washed my face off really quickly and told me to take my picture. And, you know, that was one time where I felt like somebody else saw me for the person I was. It's okay for me to be biracial. Why does that matter? But it does, because that's the world we live in. Elementary school was tough. Middle school was even tougher. I remember being at a pep rally, cheering, and I was booed off of the basketball court. And it broke my heart. I even had a teacher tell me, "What color are you?" And I remember thinking that is a weird question to ask a student on the very first day of school. And I told her, I said, "I'm mixed." And she said, "You're going to have a very hard time in life trying to tell people and help people understand that." So we go into high school. High school was a little bit better. I graduated from high school, went on to go to college, and I was one of the first ones in my family to go to college. And I was always told I had to go to college. There was never a second option for me. I had to go. I kind of quickly realized that I had to do something with helping children succeed and helping families figure out their role in a child's life and how they could be a positive impact on their lives. After college, I was married, had my daughter, and started teaching kindergarten. I left teaching after 5 years and went into the nonprofit because I felt like I could make a bigger impact. So the opportunity came for me to go to Adventure, nonprofit children's museum here in Columbia, and they had just started an after-school program, and they were looking for an after-school manager. But there was also another program called Future Leaders, and it was about going into middle schools and making a difference. These were the children that people had kind of written off. I sat with the kids and I told them my story, and I told them, you know, some of the issues that I had growing up and how I overcame those obstacles, and that you can't settle for anything. You could push through anything, and you could push anything out of your way that's standing in your way. And I'm a full believer that things happen for a reason, and that life will throw you all types of obstacles. But there's a lesson behind each and every one of them. And I also believe that the road that we travel brings us to what we're supposed to do in life. And some people, they never figure it out. They never figure out what their purpose is on earth. And fortunately for me, I have.